Alright, so you got this. Step number one, well, first of all, on any equation here, you need to simplify each side. You want to get it down so that it's just one letter, one number. So distributive property here says 10x plus 20. Are you with me, right? I've distributed out both of those. Minus 2x equals 6 plus 6x plus 24. Stop me there if that didn't make any sense. Distributive property got rid of the parentheses. Then the next thing you'd have to do is, can you combine stuff on either one of these sides? Absolutely. You can put these two x's together. What is 10x minus 2x?
Yeah.
Thank you. Plus 20 equals 6x plus 30. And now, once you get to this point here, then first thing you do is by adding and subtracting, you move terms to one side or the other. And most people like to put x's on the left side. It's just kind of familiar, but you don't have to. In this case, you might want to try to make the x's positive. I don't know. But I want to move this 6x over here, so I subtract it over. 8x minus 6x is 2x. Then I need to move the number to that side by subtracting it over. Now 2x equals 10, and x then equals 5. Do I need to do another one of those? You pretty much think you have that. Because it's kind of related to what we're going to do next. Shall I give you one and see how many people actually get it right?
Yes.
Nah.
All right.
Yeah?
All right. Yes.
Yeah.
No? It's up
Yeah.
to you.
Sure.
It is up to me. Thank you. Alright, here you go. Oh, what in the world? Did I miss something here? Yes, are you ready? Here is your problem. 10 minus 6x equals negative 2 times 3x minus 5. I will give you a chance to solve that. All right. Answers are, Wade Davis?
0, or you can't do it.
Wow. 0 or you can't do it are my only two
0.
choices.
1.
Isn't it 0 divided by 0?
One.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at this. So what you did is this, I'm guessing. 10 minus 6x equals negative 6x plus 10.
Yes.
Well, you add 6x, you add 6x, oh, you get 0 x's. You subtract 10, you subtract 10, so you get 0. So the question is, ladies and gentlemen, if you come up with something like this, before you even go to the dividing part here, 0 times what number gives you 0?
1.
Or,
0.
or,
Negative 1.
or,
Negative 0.
or,
Any number.
or.
What's trash?
This is infinite solutions, or the book is also called identity, because the same thing equals the same thing. I could have left this at this point here. I could have got rid of my x's and then 10 equals 10, which means the same thing equals the same thing. This is infinite solutions. Now, generally, here's what you got to be careful with. That is different than if you ended up with this. If you end up at the end with 0x equaling a number, that's different. Why? Because 0 times what number gives you 15?
There's nothing.
Nothing. Hence the reason why, it's no solution, by the way. Hence the reason why you can't divide by 0. If you look at 10 Commandments rule number 1, you can never ever divide by 0 because you just can't. You get no solution, no answer. All right, now just for fun, what I want you to do is look at page 167. I want you to look at lesson practice letter E. And I want you to do lesson practice letter E. A fitness center has a membership fee of $125. Members only pay $5 per day to work out at the center. A non-member pays $10 per day to work out. After how many workout days is the total cost for members, including a membership fee, the same as the total cost for non-members? With your infinite ability to write equations, you should be able to figure that out mathematically. Anytime, people, you're given two things that are equal, you should be able to figure it out because you just set them equal to each other. What two things are equal to each other? Well, you've got what the member pays, and you've got what the non-member pays. And if you can write those in terms of the same variable, what do you know about a member? What does he pay?
125
Plus
5 for every day. 5 every day.
Plus 5 for every day. So the unknown is the number of days, right? So days, you just make the letter D. He pays 125 plus 5 times every day he goes there, correct? Whereas the non-member
It's $10 every day.
just pays $10 per day. So you want to know when does it pay, when does it equal, so you would know, would it be cheaper for me to become a member, or should I just stay a member? Am I going to use it enough to pay for that membership? How do you figure that out? Well, you divide by, subtract your 5D. Subtract my 5D, subtract my 5D, I get 5D equals 125. Divide by 5, divide by 5. How many times 5 go in the bucket of water?
25.
25. And what is 25?
25 days.
Days. If you go 25 days to the club, it doesn't matter whether you're a member or not, you'll pay the same. That's what they're saying. But if you're planning on attending more than 25 days, it would be cheaper to be a member. If you're going fewer than 25 days, it'd be cheaper to do the non-membership thing because it would cost you less. See how exciting math can be, kids, if you just put your mind to it? Now, flip and turn the page if you're following along in your book there. And then take out a blank piece of paper. This is called literal equations. Literally, that's what it's called. I'm not joking. And literal equations are when you have more than one variable, multiple variables, and you're solving for something. I will give you an example. What equation do we know? Distance equals what? Rate times time, right? You are solving literal equations when you say, okay, I want to change that from solving, instead of being solved for D, how could I solve that for the letter R? How would I change that to solve for the letter R?
R equals D divided by T.
How did you do that? Well,
Just swap them.
you want to get rid of the T, because you want r by itself, right? Did I say r?
Yeah.
So you divide by t, but what you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. T's go away, r equals b over t. Now that's a simple one because we're going to look at a hard one here. Let's say from the book, well, let's say you got 2x plus 3y equals 10. 2x plus 3y equals 10. What letter should I solve for? Abram, pick one, x or y. Because I want to. Pick one. Oh, I asked you to.
I choose X.
Okay, thank you. Let's go for x. It doesn't matter what we do. Alright, so I am solving for x. You just do the same exact operations you do if there were numbers there. In other words, I want to get x by itself. So how do I get rid of this 3y? You just subtract it over. So you subtract 3y. It doesn't combine with the 10, but it is there. You get 2x equals 10 minus 3y. They're not like terms, so I can't do anything. And then to solve for x, I just divide by
2.
2. And there's a couple different ways you can think about this. Okay? One of them is you can put the 2 underneath the whole expression, or you can think about it like this. Put it under each one of them. Probably like this because it does simplify some more. 10 divided by 2 is 5, and you get minus 3/2 y. If I was solving that thing for y, sorry Abram, just wanted to see what would happen. It really looks kind of the same way, except I subtract the 2x. And now 3y equals 10 minus 2x. And I divide by 3. It's not very pretty, but that's what it would be. Y equals, we probably put the, this looks like a linear equation, you'd probably actually end up having it look like this, which is the same thing. Now let's do something a little more complicated.
Consider repeaters.
This is a repeat after me song.
It's the repeater.
Do you want to go right for the jugular, or you want to take a small baby step first? Let's go baby step first. 4p plus 2a minus 5 equals 6a plus p. Now I'll let you pick. Which one do you want to solve for? Wade, A or P?
A.
Alright, solve it for A. I'll let you solve for A. Get the letter A by itself. A equals something. By the way, there's going to be P's on the other side, I would surmise. Let's see if how many people actually get this. This may not be as easy as it seems. Maybe it's easier. It's harder. Plus, Paul, where are you at on your problem solving ventures? You are solving for A. You want your A to be positive, by the way. Letter A. Somebody thinks he has an answer.
I don't think it's right.
Way to be confident.
Thank you.
There, by the way, there's like multiple different ways you probably could go about this, but the first thing you want to do is put all your letters together that can be together, and it doesn't really matter how you do it. I probably actually would subtract my 2a because I want my a's to stay positive, I don't know. So you end up with 4a plus p over here equals 4p minus 5 over here. Then I would probably subtract my p. Subtract a p. So I get 3p minus 5 equals 4a. And then to get a by itself, divide by 4. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. So a will equal 3/4 p minus 5/4. You could also write that as a equals 3p minus 5 over 4. This would be the same thing. How many people came remotely close to that? Oh, forget what we're doing. Does anybody want to know why something happened there or why it didn't happen? Or what happened? I wouldn't.
Does it matter?
I wouldn't, just because it's, 0.75p minus 1.2.
1.25.
Oh, 1.25, yes, yeah. Sorry. I don't know if I'd go to decimal because it just kind of monkeys the water. Now let's do one more because this is kind of fun. If you're converting Celsius to Fahrenheit, Celsius equals 5/9 Fahrenheit minus 32. How would you go about changing that into solving for Fahrenheit equals what? If you knew the Celsius, how would you change it into Fahrenheit? This is if you know Fahrenheit. For example, you know if Fahrenheit is 32 degrees, you put 32 into this, 32 minus 32 is 0, 5/9 times 0, Celsius equals 0 degrees, which is true. But what if you knew what Celsius was and you wanted to find Fahrenheit? How would you change this equation and solve it for the letter F?
You would put in the numbers.
Nope. First thing you do is what? Yeah, you want to get rid of, this is multiplication, this times this. To get rid of multiplication, you do the opposite, which is division. And when you divide by a fraction, you flip and multiply. So I multiply both sides by 9/5. Because when you multiply 5/9 times 9/5, it goes away, and you're left with just Fahrenheit minus 32 over here. I still have my 9/5 C here. And then to solve for the letter F, you would add 32. So 9/5 times Celsius, plus 32, because I had to add 32 to this side, equals what Fahrenheit is. Let's do that. What temperature could we put in Celsius? If we put 100 in there, what should we get? 100 degrees Celsius is
212 degrees Fahrenheit.
212. Will we get that? If I take 9/5 times 100 degrees and add 32 to it, do you get 212? Well, let's see. 5 cross cancels, that's 20. 9 times 20 is 180. Is 180 plus 32 212?
Yes.
How about that? I love it when math works. It's always so much more fun. Is there another one? I don't know. Maybe it's just time for you to do some math. What should we do? Let's just do these even number problems on 29. 29 even.